Most people haven't turned away from God. They've turned away from their own idea of God.
Nope, not true. The fastest way to make somebody an atheist is to make them read the Bible. It has nothing to do with my personal understanding of God. It's actually from the Bible. He attempts to defend this in a second by saying, well, nobody can actually interpret what the Bible is trying to say God is, so everybody's wrong, except for my hypothetical version of God.
But the truth is, no Christian on earth, not me, not Cliff Neckley, not
The fact that he brings up Clive is the only thing that I need to know about him.
knows every single aspect of God and Jesus and
Yeah, duh. Nobody knows about God. But the Bible exists, and that's how we get to know God. How Christians claim that they know who God is.
everything. Even to be able to hold all the information of the Bible at once in your head and connect every single dot, impossible to do.
It's literally not impossible to hold the entire Bible in your head and connect the dots. There are people who do this. Plenty of people have read the whole Bible. That's why they're atheists. Just because you haven't connected the dots and read the whole Bible doesn't mean other people haven't. Doesn't mean that they're wrong and you're right. That is egotistical and selfish. And you make these videos in your room like you're doing something. You're just trying to push your identity politics on people that know better, and it doesn't do anything. You're not being a good person by following Jesus. This doesn't make any sense, man. Nothing you're saying is true.
But the point of me saying this is the people that turned away most likely had such a loose idea of who God was.
The people that tend to stay in the faith of Christianity are the people that have the loosest idea of what the Bible God actually is, and what the Bible is presenting, all of the contradictory views of who this God is. So that gets into the comment that I left whenever he says, oh, it's impossible to have the Bible, to have read the whole Bible and to understand it. It's like, no, it's not impossible. Just read the book. And I point out the fact that the people who have read the Bible connected all of the dots he mentions and realized, oh, this is a contradictory God. It says he can't change his mind, and then sometimes he changes his mind. And so he goes on this rant about how I'm wrong about God changing his mind, and that's just entirely not true. The passage in question is whenever Moses quite literally convinces God to change his mind. God is set in stone that he doesn't like these people, and he's going to use his wrath to get rid of them. Moses pleads with God, and then it says God changes his mind. A lot of Christian apologists will like to say, oh, God was testing Moses. He wanted to see if Moses would tell him to not do that because it's a bad thing. Well, the problem with that is that God does it all throughout the Bible, all of the time, everywhere. He is unaliving people left and right, and he has no remorse in the world. Basically, what you're saying is if Moses is not there to deliberately change God's mind and babysit him, then God is going to do this.
I really wish people would be a little more informed on this.
Your rants was wrong about the comments, and everything you said in the video was wrong. You sound like you just came into Christianity, dude. My first introduction to you was
I really wish people would be a little more informed on this.
You getting horribly debunked, and now I see why that I'm making my own response video. But please stop lying to people.